Alrighty, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a ballista here, and the idea of this is in these small maps with a small number of players, the trebuchets are really important, as you can see, because they demolish a large part of the army. So if we get trebucheted, we've if we get trebucheted, we've wasted one of the enemy's trebuchets for the loss of only a ballista. Take that, you won't be back for a little while. You're next. Everything's going better than expected. Got you that time. This is great. This is absolutely fantastic. Oh, my fun. Oh well, I got what I wanted, I guess. Hey boys and girls, it's KnightStalker here. Welcome along today to Border Fort Siege. Check it out. A few people have been asking me, well, a lot of people have been asking me, why don't I get into some low tier gameplay? And the answer is because I play in high tier matches. But hey, we're going to give it a go. We're going to bring nothing but green units and one blue unit today. So we're going to bring a whole bunch of really low tier stuff. And let's see how we do against Iron Reapers, Modau, Keshegs and Axe Raiders. It's going to be a fun one. Alright, we've got relatively nice balanced teams down both sides. Got a couple of mauls and 3 short swords to watch out for. Other than that, we should be good. Just one thing before we start. Here's a word from our sponsors, Raid Shadow Legends. Nah, I'm totally kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. Alright, let's get through this beautiful loading in animation. And we're going to take in our Torment Ironcap Arquebusiers. Now that little moniker at the start, Torment, is just their veterancy line, and it's different across servers too, what they're called. So, why do I like Ironcap Arquebusiers? Well, nice and simple, they do good damage with reasonable accuracy, and they're incredibly cheap. And this unit you can quite happily use all the way through. It's relevant at high tier games if you've only got 115 leadership or whatever it is left to spare. So don't worry about leveling this unit up. It will never truly become obsolete. They're not a good unit at high tiers, but if you've got that 115 leadership left, certainly worth the go of this unit. Same with some of the other units we're going to have in here. The Pike Militia are always relevant, if not particularly good. Look at this guy, is he trying to block me? I've got a cannon, buddy. You block the cannonball with your face. No, sir. Don't do that. Ow. Oh, my cannon. Bye, friend. Alright, so... what was I talking about? Yeah, so the low-level, what do we got? We got the Pike Militia, we talked about the Arquebusiers. Oh, this poor friend. Come here, I'll heal you. Come back and let me love you. Right, there we go. What do we got? So we got the Javelins. The Javelins are okay at low level. They're pretty inaccurate, the green tier Javelins. They do obviously hit like a Javelin. They sort of do a couple of thousand damage, but you can keep cycling them through because they're not usually engaged in close combat, and you don't lose them particularly a lot. The Javelins from low tier can definitely do some good stuff. I especially like the, take that, snapshot them. I particularly like the Militia Javelin for that, although you don't really see them all that much. Can we shoot your Axe Raiders? Ah, nice dodge, nice dodge. Have some healing, friend. We've got the Prefecture Guard. We're going to be doing a guide on them soon. It was I wanted to kill some Axe Raiders. Yeah, we're going to be doing a guide on that because they were voted as the next guide. So fun for that. So we get some playtime in with them. Hopefully we get some good footage for the video. Have to be a little bit careful here. We need to clear out the trash units so we can do more damage to the heavy Axe Raiders around them. This... I didn't save him. Oh, I meant to do that. Tried to save the poleaxe there. It wasn't to be. He took Axe Raiders to the face. So did that maul. This is getting rather yuck. I'm going to have to back off. Okay, so we're in full retreat here. Mr. Spear, are you okay? Do you need some love? No, you're okay. You got ablative serfs. Ooh, Mr. Pike, I'll block for you. So what I'm just trying to do here is I'm trying to stop the musket shooting him, basically, and the X-Raiders throwing axes at him. And these X-Raiders have vastly overreached for the amount of hit points that they had left, so that is quite nice. Oh no, don't shoot me in the back. Alright, so we haven't used our fantabulous Torment Ironcap Arquebusiers yet. But we will. Couple of cowardly archers here. Minor inconvenience that they are. Alright, so we're getting ready now. I can see they're coming across both sides of the top here. See on the map? Now, I don't know if you've ever used Sea Stag Death Dealers or seen Evo's video on them, but these guys are not the same thing. These guys are a relatively effective unit for their leadership. You can use these guys well into the late game. Now, I wouldn't be taking them into territory war. Don't do that. So, we're counter-pushing them. That is very interesting. See these guys coming up the stairs? Probably can't. Full of dirt here. Here we go. Now, the biggest thing that we're going to have to worry about here is those archers and getting trebbed. So I'm going to leave them here for a couple of shots. Then we're going to bring them back. Very, very squishy unit. One hit from an archer will kill them. And obviously a trebuchet will annihilate the unit. So we have to be a little bit careful. Got some Iron Reapers, I think that is pushing in there. It's quite hard to tell in these dust storms. So we're going to put them here and they'll be able to shoot in both directions quite happily. Here we go, right. Oh, they're already in their tiger stance. I can't knock them down when they're in their tiger stance. Did you just see that? Point blank volley from a green unit killed what? Half a dozen Iron Reapers? You know, put that in the context, right? These are a good little unit. What's left of them? I got one guy. He's alive. If I kill him, now we've killed 9 Iron Reapers. Oh, no, I think we probably killed some peasants earlier. Alright, so my goal here now as a longsword is to get in the front line and take the hits. Like, see, look at all the hits that hit my shield and immediately broke it. Those would have been hitting units. So one of your jobs as a tank player is to be in that front line and just take hits. I'm going to keep getting my shield broken, but because I can use it immediately straight away and I can roll and get out of that. X-Raiders, these things are a scourge on the game. There we go, we can knock them all down and that makes them easy victims for the charge. There we go, that is a unit of X-Raiders dead. Beautiful. I mean, I didn't kill them, but they're dead and that's the main thing. So here we go, now we're in the front line again, taking these mode out hits so that the Iron Reapers don't take the hits, because I can regenerate very easily, but Iron Reapers cannot. I'm going to get blown up in a second. Yeah, better get out of here. If either of those players had locked me down there, I would have died, so they missed an opportunity. Nice kick there. No Darchie. Not the best weapon in the world. Yeah, peasants. Peasants are the same thing. They're just taking the hits for the better units, you see. But these heroes are all within death threat range. They're all, oh, there we go. We're going to catch this guy. Can we catch the poleaxe as well? I did knock him down. But do you see how much damage we're taking on our shield and how much damage we're taking and just healing? And if we can knock down a whole bunch of these and get away, we will have stopped the advance for another few seconds. There we go. And we took a buttload of damage. That should show on the score, the results screen at the end. You can see how much damage your hero took. And usually when you're a longsword or a short sword, it's a very significant amount. So, those dealt with. I'm going to hold my heal here until these Iron Reapers have finished with the other friend's heal, because the current runes give them a damage reduction when they're under the influence of the healing. So that will just extend their damage resistance and healing ability. And hopefully that should help us win the fight. Lovely. Maul. Hello, Mr. Maul. Let's use these jump attacks on the Maul so it's very hard for him to catch me. I do not want to be thrown into the cauldron of broiling death down below. Oh, Trebelicious. Oop, missed. Oop, missed. He's dead anyway. The only good maul is a dead maul. Interesting. Anyway, at this point, do you see how there's a lot of heroes left around, but not a lot of units with them? The enemy I'm talking about. There's another guy right pretty close to me. But what that means is it's a good time to go back and get another unit. Prefecture Guard it is. Ooh, cavalry. Don't charge me, please. We'll come over here because they're in cover commander. They'll follow us. We'll counter-charge them if we have to, because they're not the strongest charge cav. But anyway, we'll put them in blender mode. Number 2 is their prefecture drill mode, and it makes them absolute little monsters. It increases their attack rate, their damage, and their movement speed. So it's quite nasty. A lot of people tell me you can use cover commander and prefecture drill in the same thing. I cannot get that to work myself. Some people say press both buttons at the same time, but I think that must be a my game server thing, because the server response time there is not as good, shall we say. Oh, Wolfie boys. There are some people who solidly tell me continuously that the Wolfie boys are a good unit. They are not a good unit. Anyway, let's knock these pikes out of brace and allow our prefectures to get right up on top of them. Slaughter them. Might just hold our drill for a minute, see if any other units come around the corner. If not, we'll just sick them on the heroes. That pike panicked and jumped. I love it. Let's chase him. Oh, Modau! Oh, no! Okay. Look before you leap. Okay, it's going to be, oh, javelins or pikes. We'll take the pikes. And we'll get on in there. Now, of all the green units, of all of them, this one has the most relevance into the late game. I had a little clip on a video recently of this unit getting charged in the front by hussars. Lost about half the unit, but so did the hussars. Just to give you some concept of, how nasty they can be. The thing that makes them super nasty is that they have a double strike and a stun on their pike. And that's absolutely vicious, because you hit 2 targets and both those targets get stunned. You don't need the stun doctrine on this. It doesn't do anything additional. But here is our first victim. We're just going to simply walk into the unit and brace. And then we're going to eliminate the unit quite happily. Someone coming in behind me. Here we go. And then we stab him to death as well. Lovely. What have we got up here? The sandstorm's making it hard. Shields. Shields are brilliant because the stun will allow them to never ever reset their shield line once you knock it down with something like your ult. See how they can't get back in to reset the shield line? It needs a hero to help them out, because they, of all the ones, they had to be in a Adachi, didn't it? Mind you, it could be a maul or a short sword. But do you see how this will not allow the front of the shield line to reform? Nasty. Oh no. Oh no. Alright. When this happens, don't panic. Just wait for a way out. Wait for a way out. We're okay. We're okay. See? See? We've been saved by some friendly X-Raiders. When you get surrounded, don't panic. Hold your block and look for a little way to get out. We don't have time to get back to get another unit until after we've destroyed these X-Raiders. So, ow. What the? Stupid archers. Oh, Imperial Pikes. Imperial Pikes are terrible against heroes. They don't do anywhere near enough damage. They're fantastic against units, but they just do not do enough damage against heroes. Heroes are the utter bane of Imperial Pikes. See how little damage we're taking? 300 or 400 at a time? It's just not enough. So you don't have to worry about this unit when you're fighting with your hero. And for that reason, I'm going to stick around a little bit longer. See, I can literally heal faster while I'm in combat than they can do damage to me. But also, we're going to do the longsword thing. And we've got a good short sword friend here as well. And we're just going to run around on the point, making it impossible for the enemy to capture. And that's why I like the healing slash skill as well. Oh my goodness, I've forgotten what it's called. That one. because you get a bit of healing and a bit of damage at the same time. So now there's a lot of enemy heroes here, so we knock some of them down. It's good. They will catch me eventually because there's so many of them. But look how long we've managed to hold this point. Look how long. Cavalry's arrived. Well, by the cavalry I mean the infantry. The infantry has arrived to stop the point capture. Lovely. Get on there, boys. Move your troops on. Stop that capture. And with this, it's probably, if we can drive this, if we can drive back this attack, we'll probably win it. So I'm quite stoked that I managed to hold that point for so long. Yeah, I think we're going to take this, barring a major event. Yay, team. So as you can see, if you've only got low tier units, it's not the end of the world. You can fight, as you can see. I've been fighting gold tier units, I've been fighting axe raiders, I've been fighting all sorts of things, shields, archers, enemy heroes. Green units and blue units can absolutely do good work in this game. Let's respawn these for a bit of experience for them. Alrighty, 1 for 79 using only green units and Prefecture Guard. Not too bad. We did 1.1 million damage using green. Okay, this is absolutely viable. Bear in mind though, of course, all of my green units are maximum leveled and they have doctrines. Maybe if you're a new player, you don't have that yet. Ironcap Arquebusiers. I only killed 6, but all 6 of those were Iron Reapers at point blank range. Absolutely lovely. I came 5th. That's not too bad. We got 200 defense score. So did the Pike up the top there, which is wholly just indicative that him and I both held that point for a very long period of time. Anyway, I hope you learned something new, or you just enjoyed the battle. Thanks so much for coming to my channel.